African women are fucking gold diggers. All y'all do is want fucking men for their motherfucking money. All y'all motherfuckers do is just use men for their motherfucking money. And I love that for y'all. I love that for y'all African women. I love the fact that y'all motherfuckers is some gold diggers. I love the fact that these African men consider y'all as being gold diggers. I don't know what part of the motherfucking game this is that some of these American women doing to helping out a little bit too much. I would rather dig his motherfucking gold. African women, we need to be gold diggers like y'all. Teach us the game of how to be a gold digger. These men are so motherfucking scared and don't want to stand up to responsibility. They have no choice but to come to American women. They are looking for help, honey. They're not looking for nobody to take care of. They want the assistance. At least if you a gold digger and he cheat, at least you know you got a Birkin bag, a Prada scarf, some Gucci slide. What part of the game is this? Helping a motherfucking man too much. Let's be like the African women and be a motherfucking gold digger. African men, African women are gold diggers. We gotta come to American women. African women are gold diggers. That's actually a motherfucking flex to be a gold digger, honey. African women, keep digging a motherfucking gold, okay? Dig it till you can't dig it no more.
Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Verse or Belly Dirt channel. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. So lovelies, I'm gonna be your today's host, and I have so many statistics to put up here, and we're gonna come out to talk about it. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video.
I saw somebody say that they love that African women have a reputation for liking money. And when I tell you that is so real, like I love being African. Because one thing everybody knows from African women, like we love money, we love being showered with gifts, we love being spoiled, and good African men will really do that. When I tell you the term gold digging was such a foreign concept to me growing up until I became a teen and came on the internet, because there was no such thing as gold digging. Like in African culture, men provide and women are spoiled. I'm Ghanaian, but I was born and raised in America, and when I tell you, my dad literally did not want my mom to work for 11 years when they were together. Like, my mom literally tells me stories about how she offered to have a job because she just wanted to work, you know, just do something. And my dad was like, no, why do you have to work? You know, the kids are at home, I could provide, like, why do you have to do that? So my mom did not work for 11 years of my life. And this whole 50-50 conversation, I feel like y'all take it and drag it. Like, obviously, it's dependent based on the type of relationship you have with your man. But I've never gone out with somebody, especially an African man, and thought I was gonna pay anything. Like, they would genuinely be offended if I even took out my card, because that's quite literally just not the culture. Anyway, the whole vibe that African women love money is literally so true, and I love that for us, because why wouldn't you love money? Why wouldn't you want to be spoiled? And it literally shows. Every African woman you see always looks good, it's beautiful, and they're spoiled, and it's because we love money.
I will stand with you between the heavens and the earth. I will tell you where you are. Do you love me?
I love you!
Then Diniki Mali. Diniki Mali.
From the
African women love money. They all about money. So you can't call them a gold digger. Cool. Like, why would you want to deal with somebody that's broke? Or at least somebody that ain't doing nothing for themselves at the end of the day. It's going to be about that money. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be about that money. And if it ain't about that money, then it ain't no fun. Because we ain't, what you going to do? Like, what? This economy is mad expensive, okay? This economy is too expensive. Gas for a gallon is like $5. What is y'all on? You know, $5-6. You know what I'm saying? To buy eggs is like $5. So it's like, if people got to eat every week, every day, what is there else to talk about? If your man can't be a provider, then he got to go. If your man can't cover something, he got to go, because what else is there to talk about? Okay, it's not about being a gold digger. It's about having standards. If you want to deal with somebody who ain't getting no type of money on, or ain't on the road to getting some type of money on, then what else is there to talk about? What else is there to do? Y'all need to get y'all priorities straight. It ain't nothing about, oh, she a gold digger, this, that, and the third. If she want her man to have $1 million, then she want her man to have $1 million. Okay? If she want her man to have 300,000, she want her man to have 300,000. What's the issue? Okay, it's not no problem if you want a man who got some money. Okay, if you're an African lady, I mean, at the end of the day, y'all gonna have to know, like, parents don't like they females settling for a nigga who ain't got nothing. Okay, they want their man to be able to provide and being able to, you know, be able to be a gold digger, because it's always been like that. especially with my mama. Like, my mama know that, you know, she gonna be straight. If her man paying the bills and shit like that, she gonna be straight. He gonna cover what's needed. He gonna buy the groceries, okay? He gonna have a car. He gonna have a job. He gonna have things going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if your man don't got nothing going on, then what is there else to talk about? Like, so it's no such thing as a gold digger, okay, baby? Have your standards and stick to your standard and get your own money, but also know the type of man you're dealing with. If he can't provide for you and you like a provider, then he got to go. It's that simple, okay? They talking about African.
You know what's crazy? We all know African women love money. Like, if you want to step to an African woman, you gotta have money. And everybody accepts that. Like, that's fine, that's okay. But let any other woman say they like money. Like, that shit gonna start a whole world war. And it should be so funny to me, because, like, I'll be looking, I'll be like, what the fuck?
I love that African women have a reputation for liking money.
I would never deny it. Oh, I would never deny it. Bitch, I hope I lead with that. My aura leads with that. Bitch, the money, of course, that's the default. That's the default. You need to have some fucking money. Like, what? Hey, God bless. God bless it. Because what do you mean? What do you mean? I don't even speak broke, for real. I don't speak broke.
A girl made a video how African girls love money, and somebody in the comments said, and Arab girls and Eastern European and Balkan girls, of course, yeah. And an American said, coincidentally, these women come from countries that have very few women's rights and 80% poverty rates and have corrupt leaders. And somebody clocked him and said, wasn't America delivering a baby from a brain dead woman recently? Rest in peace to her. And he was like, I can't even argue that. Like, you have to check yourselves. America is stripping its people of rights and having ICE raids and having the political situation that it's having and trying to redo the Handmaid's Tale, but, you know, in real life. You're telling somebody how their countries are and how their women are? Like, the hypocrisy, like, the audacity, I can't even believe it. Like, who are you to tell somebody what they should or shouldn't? Of course, we like money. It gets things done. It's easier. Are we going to pretend like we have this fake humbledom? We are fake humble? Fuck no. Of course we love money. Everybody loves security. And nowadays, money is literally the only thing that brings you security of any kind.
A lot of men, especially when it comes to black women, I feel like it's exclusive for the most part to black women. But for the most part, they'll be like, oh, she's trying to take my money. She's a gold digger. She's probably trying to take my money, use me for my money, X, Y, and Z, ooh. But then when it comes to another race of woman, they'll give their last dime. They'll give their last dollar. I'm talking about black men. And this is not a black man hate video. It's a coon hate video. If it don't apply, let it fly. I just feel like they're always so hyper cautious of their dime and their money when it comes to black women. But let it be anybody else. It's up with the wallet. It's up. Whatever it is, I'll pay it. For example, Shannon Sharp just paid that girl a settlement of $23 million. $23 million US dollars. All she had to do, that's all she had to do, to get $23 million off that man. Mind you, his black daughter had a very, very tight budget for her wedding because he wasn't trying to spend nothing on her. Also, to give you another point of reference, Shannon Sharp's whole NFL career, whole Hall of Fame career is worth $22 million US dollars. And he just paid that girl, that white girl that is all of 21 years old right now, maybe at the oldest, $23 million US dollars. But they be talking about black women like we're gold diggers and all we want is money. That's funny.
Need to watch this.
Since I moved to Sweden, I've been hearing Africa poor, Africa poor, Africa poor. How is it that a nation that lives under credit is calling Africa poor? Don't bash me, I'm gonna give you an example, okay? In Uganda, if you see someone walking around with the iPhone 12, they paid cash for it. If you see someone having a house, they built it cash. If you see someone driving a car, it's cash. Because in the world where I come from, if you don't have the money, then you can't buy. We don't have credit. Take example, Sweden. I can go to a shop, get an iPhone 12, credit. House, credit. Car, credit. Everything is credit. Even underwear, you can get it on credit. So technically, if you lose your job, you lose everything and you can go to the streets, okay? In Uganda, if you lose your job, you get to keep everything. You'll just worry, where am I going to get money for school fees? Then it came to me like, how the hell the people who live in credit call people who pay cash poor?
African women are being called gold diggers again, but here's the twist. This time it's not coming from men, not from bitter exes, and not from so-called passport bros. It's coming from a black American woman who is actually celebrating it. She's laughing, she's cheering, she's saying, yes, African women, keep digging that gold, keep taking those back, keep making these men step up and provide. This rant is loud, is raw, is full of cursing, but beneath all that, it opens up one of the most interesting conversations happening right now about relationship, expectations, and the cultural clash between African women and black American women. Let's break this down piece by piece. First, let's talk about what she's really saying when she calls African women gold diggers, because the term gold digger is usually used as an insult. In the West, if a woman is labeled that, it's almost always negative. It suggests she doesn't bring anything to the table except her looks, and she's only there to drain a man financially. But in this rant, it flipped on its head. She's saying that is a flex, that is power, that is how it should be. Why? Because in her eyes, American women, especially black American women, are doing too much. They are helping men who don't want responsibilities. They are splitting bills. They are covering rent. They are giving men rights. They are essentially murdering men who should be standing on their own feet. And she's tired of it. So when she looks at African women, she sees the opposite. She sees women who demand provision, women who expect men to pay, women who don't make apologies about wanting a bikini bag or a Gucci scarf or some Gucci slides, as she said, and she finds that admirable. Now here's where the cultural clash gets deep, because in many African societies, there is a strong tradition that a man is a provider. It's not even for a debate. If a man can't provide, he's not respected. He's not considered ready for marriage. Families will even reject him outright. Provision is tied to masculinity, manhood, and honor. Meanwhile, in America, things shifted. The economy shifted. The culture shifted. Women became more independent, yes, but also men started expecting women to help them more. That is where the whole we are partners, we are 50-50 things came in. And why some women are fine with that, many others feel like it's leaving them drained. That is why this rant hits such a nerve, because she's essentially saying, why are we, the American women, blending over backwards to help men who don't want responsibilities, when African women are out here getting spoiled, being provided for, and demanding a higher standard? Now let's dig deeper, because the gold digger conversation is more than just handbags and luxury items. It's really about standards and boundaries. African women, at least from how she sees them, set a boundary. If you can't provide, if you don't qualify, period, there is no negotiating. In contrast, many American women, especially black women, feel pressure to support, to help, to build with a man, even when he doesn't have much. And sometimes, that ride or die loyalty ends up hurting them. They invest years into a man, they pay bills with him, they hold him down, and then he leaves or cheats or just never level up. So when she says, teach us the game how to be a gold digger, she's not really talking about manipulation or using men. She's talking about valuing yourself enough to stop settling for a bare minimum. She's talking about letting men step into their responsibilities as providers instead of always being the safety net. But of course, there is another side to this conversation, because not every African woman is out here demanding bikini bags. Not every African man is wealthy enough to provide luxury. And many African women actually contribute heavily, especially in middle and working class households. The idea that African women don't help or don't support is not entirely true. It's just that culturally, the expectation starts with the man being the provider, and here is where it gets even more complicated. African men who migrate to the US often complain about African women not being as submissive, not being as traditional, and not respecting their role as men. Meanwhile, American women sometimes look at African women and think, you all are demanding too much. You all are gold diggers, but now we see the opposite. This black American woman is actually saying that's exactly what we need to be doing. This flips the whole script. Now, let's pause and look at the psychology here. Men, whether Africa or America, often throw the word gold digger around when they feel pressure to provide something they don't want to or can't afford to. It's a defensive term. It's like, she doesn't really like me, she just wants my money. But the truth is, provision has always been part of traditional relationships. Money has always been tied to security, stability, and attraction. The difference is, in Africa, that expectation is normalized. In America, is stigmatized. So when African women are called gold diggers, what is really being said is they refuse to settle for less than provision. And that, in the eyes of this ranter, is not a weakness, it's a strength. Let's also not ignore the hormone in her rant. She's not quietly analyzing, she's laughing, she's cursing, she's exaggerating, she's saying, dig that gold until you can't dig no more. And that kind of comedy goes viral because it's outrageous but relatable at the same time. Many women listening are probably laughing and thinking she's wild, but she's not lying. And many men listening are probably defensive, maybe even angry because they don't want to be reduced to just their wallet. But here's the irony. Those same men also get angry when women don't respect them because they can't provide. So which one is it? You can't demand respect and leadership while also demanding 50-50 bills. This is why the conversation has caught fire online. It's not just about African women being called gold diggers. It's about the deeper contrast between how relationships are structured in different cultures. In Africa, a man is expected to provide his worth by how he provides. In America, a man can show up broke and still expect love, loyalty, and even financial help. And this ranter is saying, enough. If African women are winning by setting high financial standards, then maybe American women should do the same. Now, here's the final angle to think about. Is being a gold digger really a bad thing, or is it just a label used to shame women for expecting provision? Because at the end of the day, everyone wants security, everyone wants comfort, and money plays a role in that. Maybe what she's really highlighting is this: women who demand provision aren't greedy, they are strategic, and women who keep settling for less end up burnout, resentful, and unsupported. So when she says African women keep digging that gold, okay, dig it until you can't dig no more, is more than a joke. It's a call for women to stop apologizing for having standards. And whether you agree with her or not, you can't deny that this rant shines a spotlight on one of the most controversial but necessary conversations in model dating. Who should provide, who should support, and what do we really own each other in relationships?
And if you watch up to this extent, don't forget to please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovelies, why not just share your thought? Subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.